The cold weather is continuing to cause problems across the country. December was officially the coldest month since 1981.
As soon as we arrived at Castle Treasure in Douglas in Cork, we witnessed this.
Came down here, lost total control, hit this mini here, bounced off it, carried on going, and I thought, Christ, it's even getting worse down here. Saw the verge and managed to gear it towards the verge and hit the verge and thought I was going to turn over, and thank God I just stopped.
And if you'd have turned over there, it would have been like being on a sledge, because it's another 200 metres down there of solid ice.
Yeah, I would have just kept going on the roof, just kept going. And the police, I've phoned the guards and they can't come up. I've phoned them and they said, leave your details, we can't come up and see you because it's too dangerous.
The council has been gritting the stretch of road and Gardaí have put up warning signs, but locals say there are alternative routes and the road should be closed off altogether.
A car overturned on Christmas Eve. We actually had guards here all night and they still have done nothing about it, you know. And a car overturned, 2 other cars crashed into it, and it's every day since.
We've just had the council out to grit the road an hour ago and there's still accidents happening. I'm surprised the road isn't closed. It's just appalling.
In Ringaskiddy in Cork, more than 4,000 tonnes of salt has been imported from Torrevieja in Spain. 90 trucks will now transport it to every county in Ireland.
There's a normal lead time of about 3 to 4 weeks before you'll get salt when you look for it. So in other words, different commentators have been coming up recently why there isn't more stocks and all this type of thing. And it just physically isn't like turning on a light switch.
The necessity for importing such a huge amount of salt can be explained by the statistics. Meteorologists say that this has been Ireland's longest cold spell since the 1960s, and there are no signs of it letting up in the coming days either. In the meantime, motorists are being advised to take extreme care on the roads. Jerome Hughes, TV3 News, Cork.
The conditions in Lucan and West Dublin may have been fun for some today, but with many residential areas and secondary routes frozen over, commuters faced a frustrating time on the roads, some of which were temporarily closed. Residents here feel conditions on roads and footpaths are unacceptably hazardous.
They are deadly. And I come down, I haven't been in any morning, I'm 85 years of age, and thank God I'm able to get to Mass.
Not enough has been done. It is dangerous.
What do you think needs to be done?
Well, I think they should be putting more grit on the roads, putting more grit on the footpaths.
More gritting, as you can see yourself. It's still snow and ice on it, and nothing has been done. The main roads are okay, but the estates are the same as it was a few days ago.
Many road users feel not enough gritting has been carried out, a responsibility of local authorities.
There has been a lot of talk about the gritting of the road, certainly, and we're very aware of that, and we will be following up with the NRA about the situation, but certainly it does look like this is going to be an individual county council issue when it comes down to it as to whether enough has been done in each area.
I think you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you stock up for a 1 in 40 year event, people are saying you're wasting public resources in regards to having extra equipment or extra grit material, but you know, so you're kind of in a tough position.
The AA said today was its busiest ever day, with 900 calls for assistance received by lunchtime. Eastern counties have been the worst affected areas, with secondary routes in parts of Dublin, Meath and Kildare very icy. Most main roads have been gritted and are passable. The National Roads Authority is urging motorists not to be complacent and to be on the lookout for patches of black ice. Conditions are expected to remain dangerous in many areas for the rest of the week. Stephen Murphy, TV3 News, Lucan in Dublin.